Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 2, Jones. Just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. McPherson's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 57 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here we go, here we go. 11,
And they go play action now, Burrow. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A quick pass to Cup.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, left side here to Sanders. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Jones now throwing on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Jones throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Looks like he'll throw here.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, taking a incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. This opportunity to slam the window shut, and he followed through.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jones.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over. Interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. And they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.